Kayfabe.
Do we know? Do you know? Do you have a self-record?
Yes.
Do you have a self-record? Can you produce a self-record? No, you can't.
It's not even the same thing. Again, you terrible with comparisons, because that's not even the same thing.
That's what it was referring to. Yes. He was punched. That's what I'm saying. He was punched.
He also was like, how are you gonna compare something to something and then say it's not the same thing? Then why the fuck are you comparing it? Why bring it up? It's not the same thing.
It's not the same. It's a comparison.
You guys stuck to the congregation real quick. What's poppin'? What's good with you people? Why?
Tommy, you alright, man?
It's poppin' like that.
Tommy, what's going on with you, man? You brothers are crazy. Change the subject, please. What's next? What's next on the fucking agenda? We're not doing this tonight. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next? You brothers, you.
That's how that works. He defended his championship last year too. I mean, he won the opener.
We judge it on a weekly basis. Y'all gotta stop this.
What is a weekly
basis?
I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all do this, bro. Like, there's a weekly
That's what
show. We cover
That's what them brothers doing.
We're judging things bi-weekly.
Man, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. That brother pulled up the punch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he talking. But listen,
Because you're a mark, and the people you employ are marks, and the people you listen to are marks.
Yo, Charlamagne, is we live? Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Nico Bars, man. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Kayfabe Mark Show, episode 49, man. My brother Boog just entered the arena, man. Let me get him on stage real quick, man.
hit the motherfucking likes, man. When you listening to this, John, subscribe, all that good stuff. What's good, Nico?
What's going on, brother Boog?
Crazy.
Nah, man. Shit has been crazy this week, man. Salute to the good brother Quiz, man. Probably talk to him later on. Wanna once again thank the good brother Vince Russo for joining our last episode, giving us a great interview. He told us he only told us he was gonna be here for 20 minutes and end up spending an hour with us, man. And we appreciated that. So salute to him again. Salute to BRS for setting that up. We appreciate that, brother. You know what I'm saying? And we are looking forward to whatever's next, man. You know what I'm saying?
Vince is talking, man. He was talking.
Man, that brother came and hit a punch. He was ready. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He was willing and ready to get them bars off.
Real shit. And then it's lit because, like, the shit he was saying, shit that damn near each and every single one of us, like, said during, like, these last couple of shows and shit. Like,
That's a fact.
that shit, wow.
I was on mute over there dying laughing. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He really saying everything we've been saying. So that shit is wild. It let you know that we don't just be making this shit up, man.
Facts. See that shit, you know what I mean? Now we seeing it, like, in front of us on TV, like, damn near, like, power struggle, TKO running shit, doing what they feel like they want to do.
Oh, yeah, we gonna get to them brothers tonight badly. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
They fucking the game up right now.
What happened to that's what I'm gonna name this episode, man. What happened to the game that I love, man?
This shit felt like when you find out wrestling is fake, like when all this shit
for
going
real.
on.
This probably like, you know what? Now that you say that, there's probably the moment for the younger kids when they realize it now. Like, damn, this shit different. Like,
This shit changed it there. Like new tables coming in up, man. It's a lot.
yeah, they on some bullshit, man. I'm trying to relax to start the show. I don't want to start off with curses so early.
Right.
But they on some bullshit, man. I see what's going on.
Early, man.
Let's see what I put out today. What did I put out today? I think we got an NXT. We had 2 NXT reviews that dropped today on YouTube. One is the episode before Battleground. Then we got the Battleground review. So tomorrow, the next NXT review should drop. I got one more. I think, the AEW Double or Nothing review drops in the morning. That's already scheduled to come out. So Again, Quiz, I'm emptying the vault, man. Everything we did, I'm putting it out. That's just what it is, man. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find the shit from SmackDown last week, because there's definitely some shit to punch on from that show. Badly. And then we got Monday Night Raw tonight, 8 p.m. on Netflix. I think we got the final two Money in the Bank qualifier matches. The first one is Stephanie Vakir making her fucking debut on Raw. Finally. I mean, we know she's been on there before, but she made her debut tonight.
That's crazy.
I'm talking immediately to the main roster. They said, drop the title. Next week, you on the show, man.
Real shit.
It's going to be her versus Liv Morgan and Ivy Nile for the last spot in the women's Money in the Bank match. And then I'm assuming it's going to be the main event. It's CM Punk versus, is it El Grande Americano? I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm about to get mad.
El Grande and AJ, I think.
Yeah, AJ Styles, yeah. They said this is the first time Punk and AJ Styles are going to wrestle since 2004. I think that's fucking crazy, but we here, man. My good brother Soda has joined us. Soda, what's going on, man?
What's up, brothers?
No.
What's good? What's good?
Oh, man.
Chilling.
What's going on, man? You know, you just got here, but I kind of already did my little thank you to Vince Russo, BRS. But go ahead, man. Let them know how you feel out there, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Salute to Vince Russo, man. Great having you on the show. Great, knowledgeable mind in the wrestling business. Legend, man. Can't thank you enough, man. Good luck, man.
That brother came up here.
And shout out to BRS.
Yeah, brother BRS. Yeah, he came through, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was clutch, man. We appreciate that. That nigga Vince came up here to he was punching on my nigga.
My nigga stay in punch mode, man. He don't even. It looked like this nigga just, like, literally, like, he just got a studio where he just sit down, put his headphones on, start punching niggas' heads on.
Nah,
like,
facts.
like, oh, yeah, we do it, yeah.
I think I got a little rant. I don't want to say prepared because it's going to be off the top of the head. You feel me? Later about you niggas on the internet. But I'll say that for the show.
No, man. That's Twitter be bugging, yo. Twitter is a wild place, man.
Yeah, it is a lot of weird
niggas say some weird shit, like.
Nigga told me.
But niggas don't fuck with, you know what I mean? Niggas don't fuck with Russo, though. Like,
oh, no, I ain't even talking about them. I like them comments. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I like that. That shit is hilarious to me. I'm gonna get to it later, man, when we get to the TKO portion of this episode. But we can start, man. We can start, man. Friday Night SmackDown, live from Knoxville, Tennessee, this past Friday. So of course, what is a better way to open Friday Night SmackDown than with the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair, Soda? You know what I'm saying?
EST, Tennessee.
Hand still, you know what I'm saying, taped up. A little wrapped up a little bit, so I don't think she's gonna be back no time soon, really. But she opened up the show in her hometown. You know, they do the little, I think it's called like Rocky Top. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not from there, so.
Yeah, Tennessee thing.
Yeah, it's something like I've seen it done before, so it was cool.
Hometown love.
Feel me? But in the midst of this going on, you feel me? I think we all knew what was gonna happen. I feel like we all knew this was coming. But the sister Naomi pulled up immediately. She said, yeah, all that's fine. All that dancing and jumping up and down shit is cool. But Bianca, you know why I'm here. Come on, man. I'm here to ask for forgiveness one more time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like we start getting to the real heel work of Naomi. I feel like this was like, we've seen glimpses of it over the past couple weeks. Don't get me wrong. But this right here was when I realized she's here. Like, she's about to do amazing work as a heel. She turned to Bianca and she said, you know what's crazy? I actually broke into your house and I found your picture book. You feel me? Your photo book of and I seen the pictures of us as champions and best friends, and I just feel like you still missed that, like, because you still got the picture. So what's up? So then you can see it in Bianca's face, like, what the fuck? What you mean you broke into my house? What's going on? Like, what we doing now? So she issues a little warning. You feel me? Like, I forgot how she said it to her, but pretty much on some like we cool, but don't go too far. Like On some 50 Cent shit, don't put, like, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. That's what she pretty much
It's gonna get dark.
said, man. And then, this is where I ain't gonna lie, it kind of went left a little bit because I did not know that Sister Bianca's mom was in a wheelchair, right? So Naomi took it upon herself to say, it would be a shame for you and your mother to both have to end up in a wheelchair. I said, wait a minute.
She was like, I'm like, damn.
I said, what the fuck is happening tonight?
she be wilding, especially on Twitter too. Like,
yeah, she been going great. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is a great run from Naomi.
She was like, because Truth got, they letting Truth go, so they like, I wish we could keep him and let you go.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
shit was funny as hell. Brother Quiz, go ahead, man.
Can y'all hit me?
Yeah. We hear you.
All right. Salute to the team, man. Like, I'm gonna be in and out of the show, but I just want to make note, like, if Naomi can cry and then stop on the drop of a dime, we need to make sure Jimmy is okay at home.
That's what I was saying, yo.
That's the scariest
Trav said
thing.
this too. He was like,
the scariest thing is a woman
that girl
crying.
can cry on a dime.
Listen,
I'm like, what? This is spooky. That's spooky. Like, your girl can cry on a dime? Like, nah.
With no problem. She started dropping tears and then immediately stopped. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, my brother Jimmy. Salute,
my nigga Jimmy going through some shit, boy.
We got to make sure everything's all right. Man, I'm going to put the call in, man. I'm going to call Big Cuz, man. We're going to make sure everything's cool. We're going to make sure everything's all right. So she get the bar off. Go ahead, Book.
I'm going to say this early. She up for Hell of the Year. I ain't even going to hold y'all.
Low key.
Her character work is crazy right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this promo on that night, I feel like it was like this where everybody realized, okay, she really trying to go for being a heel for real. Like,
yeah.
Cause I swear I hate to say it this way, but I promise before this moment, I did not know that Bianca's mom was in a wheelchair. So like when they pan to her on the camera, that's when it hit me. I was like, oh shit. Like,
salute to Bianca's mom too for being a part of it too, like being a good sport with it too.
Nah, facts. So they know what's going on at the end of the day. So that was cool. That's a cool part of it too for me. Like, I'm not mad at that. But then, I think that's when everybody realized it was going too far. So, they arrived. You feel me? Come on. She arrived, y'all. The storm was coming. You feel me? Jade pulled up looking like $1 million.
Yes, sir.
Bathwater sold in bottles coming, so I know it's going to be coming. It has to be. But yeah, she pulled up to the ring, man. And she got rid of Naomi real quick. You feel me? Got her out of there. And then this was the interesting part for me. She had a quick little stare down with Bianca. Now, I've been saying this for a little while. So going back to when she first returned at, what the fuck was that? Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
These interactions that she's having with Bianca, right? They haven't said a word to each other at all. But they just keep staring at each other. So my question to the room as I get Cash and my good brother Scooter on stage, what we think going on here? Like, where we think this headed? Do we see a heel turn from either one of these sisters anytime soon?
It's gonna be a heel turn. It's gotta be Bianca.
Yeah, facts. It gotta be Bianca. Like, you need to.
That make the most sense.
Jay is a better heel than a babyface. Yeah, because what would be the reason for Jay to go heel? Like, she got that. Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
That is a fact.
That'll
Also,
be
the good
fire,
brother Cash
too.
is here, y'all. Cash, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
That's good, man.
I know you got some things you want to say about the good brother Truth later. We're gonna get to that after this review of SmackDown. Yeah. I think everybody here is we're gonna tell the truth tonight, man. Past all the stuff we said about him. Once we get past all that, we're gonna tell the truth. I promise.
There's still truth in that.
That's a fact.
But
that's a fact.
Yeah, we gonna break kayfabe a little bit.
So Jade throws Naomi out the ring. Like, they had a quick little interaction between her and Bianca. And then she looked like she about to go after Naomi again. She's like, you know what? Actually, I'm not done with Shorty. Let me go after her again. Then Nia Jax music hits. So, of course, we get our first match of the night. Money in the Bank qualifier.
The shit that was funny before this match, though, like, Nia
What?
walk up and then Naomi just laid out on the floor. I'm like, she's really Jimmy's. It was goofy as hell the way she was just laying there.
Just laying there, yeah. So we get Nia versus Naomi versus Jade. Money in the Bank qualifier. I'm here to
Let
tell
me
the
be
truth,
honest,
man.
fuck it. I gotta say this real quick. Why do we waste this match on a qualifier though? Like,
You don't think this
this
is good?
match could have been great as anything else. If it was a title on the line or number one contendership for a title, great. But Money in the Bank, alright.
I feel like
Just got ironically put all the sisters together in one match against each other.
they did that so because I think they had to pick between either Naomi being in there or Jade. So I think they just had to. I think they had to do that low key.
I kind of believe that too. I kind of see where you're going with it, because then it's set up kind of from here. I guess you get Jade and Nia for a little bit before she get back to Naomi, I guess. So I guess.
They might as well link up.
Yes.
That too. That's also a possibility.
But I mean, I was entertained with the match. Yeah, I was entertained when a good story is involved. I mean, motherfucker don't got to do too much. Like Naomi and Jay hate each other. Nia,
The bully on the block. You feel
yeah,
me? So
AKA
I was
Quiz
entertained.
Boo
Quiz boo thing for sure, man.
the Annihilator that Jay took. That shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does that shit safely. Like that shit look like a nigga whole chest plate is done. Like
Done.
I don't think there is a way to do that shit. Like
she don't even.
It's gonna hurt regardless. It's just
You got to brace
like
yourself.
when she was doing that shit to Lyra, when she did it to Lyra and she squashed Lyra. I'm like, oh my god.
because I've seen Yokozuna kill motherfuckers with that damn move.
Yeah, Yokozuna was really trying to take niggas out for real. Like if he didn't like you, he was about to body you.
Like there's one jobber he fucked up badly with the bonsai drop.
I'm looking at the topic list. My bad. I'm looking at it. It's definitely some punches we got to do on SmackDown. I just looked at it. My fault.
So
my fault. Only problem with the match I would say that most people out there did have was the finish, the sloppy finish. Anyway, Nia couldn't really roll over to get the roll up from Naomi, but
She's too damn big.
So let's be realistic. We know why it was complicated at the
man,
end.
see, I try not to do it.
Fellas, show respect.
You ever try to roll up a futon to pin it?
Hey, I'm a big guy myself. Sometimes I'm not the quickest to roll over in bed, so I understand.
hey,
Like
full-size automobile.
it don't take it ain't that quick. Like sometimes it's a little
Exactly.
you know what I'm
So
saying?
really,
Like a Subaru.
So I understood it for sure, man. That's the only thing I saw them complaining about on the internet. But other than that, I feel like it was a good match for sure. Like Soda said, yeah, Jade taking the Annihilator was crazy. Naomi did move out the way, and she ended up rolling Nia up for the 1, 2, 3. So Naomi qualifies for the Money in the Bank. What y'all think, man? One of the favorites to win?
Person won.
definitely in the favorites to win.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I'm gonna say definitely for sure, like top 2, and she might be 1 because.
Yeah,
We'll see. I guess
well
we'll see after Raw
match.
tonight.
yeah. We'll see.
Let's see what we get to after this. Okay, so we get the entrance in the arena from Jacob, Solo, and JC. And ironically, brothers, who stops them on their way to the arena? A good brother known as R-Truth.
Ron Killings.
Ron Killings, who exchanges words with JC. I told y'all we are only calling him that on this program.
That's fine with me.
And, and they go back and forth a little bit, and then he look at Solo and say, "Solo, dog, I don't know who this. I've never seen him a day in my life. Who is this? Your husky son?" I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
man." I said, "Oh, he called him his husky son." Then he said, "You know what? You mind if I take him to the ring and teach him a lesson?" I said, oh, this nigga's in a bag. Okay. He said, I fought John Cena, nigga. I'll fight whoever the fuck I
Right.
feel like from here on out.
Straight to it.
Or so he thought, right? We'll get to it later.
Little do we know.
After this, we get a quick segment backstage from Chelsea Green and Nick Aldis, of course. They do this every week. This time, Chelsea has like stickers and posters covering her face, of course, after her injury at Saturday night's main event. Kind of on her dashing Cody Rhodes, you know? She was doing her dashing Cody Rhodes impression.
Yeah, she definitely got
crazy.
fucked up.
Yeah, that shit do look crazy.
Got fucked up.
I have seen reports saying that she's getting a lot of praise backstage for the way she handled the injury, like on playing into it on social media and, you know, not really making a big deal about it. So do want to give a shout out for that.
I'm glad you said that, but we're going to get into further detail a little bit later on.
Oh, man. Next, we had an interview backstage from one Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion. You know, she giving a quick little interview just talking about, you know, she don't care who wins Money in the Bank because it's Tiffy time, pretty much. And, you know, again, this lady was all over the show this night. Naomi popped up again, man. She said, you know, Tiffy, I hear everything you're talking about, but you might want to proceed with caution after Money in the Bank because I think I'm going to win the match, and I get to choose whoever I want to go after for the title. And, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was going to be it in this moment, Soda, but who else pops up? Miss Alexa Bliss, man. She also pops up, and she says, yeah, everything Naomi just said was cool. I heard her, yeah, whatever. But I really wouldn't worry about the rest of them. You should worry about me. Because if I win, I think she kind of made it clear. If I win, I'm coming after your title. That's just what it is.
Yeah, you should be worried about her. Basically. What you mean, so?
I tried to push through it, but I can't help it, man. Okay. So I can assume, Cash, you don't have her as a favorite to win the Money in the Bank.
Read my lips. I want everyone to hear this. If Alexa wins, we what?
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to see after tonight. I think I know who I got winning tonight's Money in the Bank match, but
I know who I don't got winning.
It's her.
Naomi. You said what?
Oh shit, Stephanie. Who was in the qualifying thing again? Stephanie.
It was Julia's in it.
Nah, it's
I'm saying Julia's in the match, right?
There was a couple.
Yeah, Julia in the match. Yeah,
I gotta look it up.
It's Stephanie, Liv, and Ivy now. Yeah, Ivy now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got Stephanie winning.
We know Ivy's not winning that shit.
Yeah, we know who's taking a pin tonight for sure.
The Crimson Chin.
That shit is crazy, man. Salute to Ivy now, I guess. After this, of course, we get the R-Truth and JC match. Real quick matchup. I think we all know what's coming here. Good pack up. JC with the W. And of course, after the match, Solo and JC, they attack him. He say, you know, we've had enough of your shit, Truth. They attack him. And then, you know, of course, Jimmy pulls up to save R-Truth. And the brother JC takes it upon himself to attack Jimmy in the ring. And this was an interesting moment. Solo said, yo, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I didn't tell you to do that. Move. What are you doing?
He was mad.
So what y'all think going on, man? He did say he gonna talk to him about bringing him, you know, back over to this side. What y'all think they got brewing over on SmackDown for this?
I mean, it's cool. It's something to keep Solo and that version of the bloodline relevant, but I don't think Jimmy's gonna go for it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to get out of it. Maybe they're trying to get a no pun intended solo match between Jimmy and Solo. I don't know. Supposed to be.
That shit gonna be Jimmy and Jacob versus Solo and JC.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. We're gonna get to it at the end of this episode. We're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get to it. That's a fact, though. I thought about that too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, you said Solo and JC?
Yep, Solo and JC.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be mad at that, honestly.
I can see where it's at, especially after what happened.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at Jimmy and Jacob.
Now, next, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was kind of excited for this segment at first, but then once I realized what was happening and where it was about to go, kind of got mad, brother. So we got the entire tag team division on SmackDown to pull up. First, it started with the Street Profits pretty much out there talking their shit like, yeah, y'all see what was going on last week. We had Fraction beat. Like, you see I was climbing to the top rope to hit the move before, whatever happened. So Fraction pulls up. Then the Motor City Machine Gun pull up. Then DIY pulls up. And the DIY, they had a moment of silence for the tag team division since they lost the titles.
I thought that was fire.
Yeah, I thought that was real funny in the moment too. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I like Ciampa as a heel, so I fuck with whatever he's doing. Gargano is still a little awkward, but whatever.
Cornball.
Yeah, it's like whatever. And then of course we all know how this segment ends, man. Lights go out, and the YS6 pulls up again, and they just completely clear house, man, of the entire tag team division. So my question for y'all tonight, man, I feel like these brothers up here felt how I felt. So I'm just gonna ask, is this shit getting old, man? Like the same bit, is it getting old now?
Yes.
Yeah, we know what y'all about. We already know what y'all about. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna.
We don't even get the fire Uncle Howdy segments and shit no more. It's just this. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, this shit trash. It's the same shit. Like, when y'all gonna give a promo in the ring? Y'all just keep coming out here attacking.
Like, what's the reason for this shit?
Tired of them fucking videos.
And who gonna go for the tag titles? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, that's my main
ain't gonna be Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be him for sure.
So it's gonna be.
I feel like it's gonna be Loomis and Gacy. I feel like that would be the most logical thing to do, but again,
yeah,
Rowan cold too.
Yeah, he cold though. That's what I was about to say. I fuck with Rowan, so I don't know. But again, my app I gotta give AEW some credit here. That's why I do fuck with the trios titles, because it only makes sense for these kind of faction things. Like,
I'm actually gonna give School some praise here. This group would be fire in AEW.
Yo, them versus the Hounds of Hell. Come on, take my money, man.
Like the Y6 is better suited for AEW. In a nutshell.
I'm not mad at that take.
But them niggas fumbled House of Black though.
Like they would could you imagine like an Anarchy match with these niggas versus whatever group that Moxley at?
Yo, this is crazy because I thought about this while I was editing that the AEW review. I was like, the YS6 and the Anarchy in the arena match would have been, that's like perfect for them. That shit would have made so much sense. And they not going to do that over there in WWE. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, that'll be fire as hell.
But yeah, man, it's pretty, Cash, it's interesting that you did mention that they don't do the little videos no more, because they did give us one on this night. But again, it was nothing amazing. It was just pretty much Uncle Howdy saying, you know why we here and you know what we coming for.
We don't. We don't know why you're here.
So yeah, that was that segment. And then right after this, interestingly enough, Soda.
This is where Shawn Michaels was helping.
Yeah, this was I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. This is where the presence of Shawn Michaels started to take over on SmackDown. And this is where we felt the energy in the show shift. I'm not gonna lie. We had the brother Ethan Page, the newly crowned NXT North American champion. He joined commentary on Friday night. You feel me? He said, fuck it, I'm gonna pull up and watch this next match, I guess. Tag team match. We had Ray Phoenix and Javon Evans. Javon Evans making his debut on SmackDown. Not a call-up, but I guess we're calling everything a debut now, so it's his debut match. And they take on Los Garza. Now, Soda, I'm going to admit this. I did not know the brothers had a different tag team name other than Legado del Fantasma. I'm not going to lie to you.
I knew, but I forgot about this shit, honestly.
I was like, wait, what the fuck?
It's the Dr. Pepper of the LWO.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So we get this little match. It was a good back and forth, I guess. You know, the young OG, he showed off his skills, man. I'm not gonna lie, the boy got bounced, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the kids are eating these days, but the brother is out of the ring and like on the floor with no problem. Like it's really ridiculous. Like, But
Yeah, they went crazy.
of course, you know, Ethan Page is there for a reason. So Santos and Ethan Page helped Los Garza get the W. After that is when we got the Wire 6 video, actually. And again, I hate to do this 3 weeks in a row to this sister. Next, we had Zelina Vega, Miss No Pop in the building at all, versus Alba Fire, another Miss No Pop in the building junior. It was a snooze fest when these two sisters hit the entrance way. Not gonna lie.
Still a smoke break match. Okay,
This is what I mean. It always gotta be a smoke break. That 3-hour show is gonna be a smoke break, man.
Yeah, you feel me? Sorry, ladies, man. This wasn't it, man.
I want so much more for Zelina Vega, but she can wrestle actually. She has moves. Yes, she botched the shit with Chelsea, but she can wrestle.
That's a fact. It's just, again, man, it's I don't even think it's her gimmick. It's literally, to me, it's just that music, man. Nobody knows when it hits if this is a SmackDown commercial break or is Zelina Vega.
But she stands by it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She went on social media defending it.
That is true. Like that's the one thing I will say. Like, as much as we try to come up here and advocate for like a music change for some of them, they be standing by that shit. So if you like it, listen. Come on, y'all know how black people get, man. You like it, I love it, man. It is what it is.
That's crazy that Def Rebel is still employed with these.
So on this note, actually, I'm glad y'all brought this up. The good brother Metro Boomin jumped on Twitter this week and offered services and said, you know what? I'm willing to produce a couple entrance songs for wrestlers if I'm allowed to. You feel me? Like, I would love to do that shit. The first name he mentioned was Jacob Fatu. I thought that was fire.
Fire.
I said, they trying to get they trying to get Def Rebel out of here for sure.
Yeah, they got to.
Yeah, let Metro do Jacobs, the young bull from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Give Oba a new one.
No, Oba shit cold.
Oba shit cold.
No, I ain't got a problem with it, but I'm saying when you come to the main stage,
that fits his gimmick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At some point, yeah, but yeah,
but hold on, listen. Scooter might be right though. Imagine the 808s in there. I ain't going.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like some Burna Boy shit. You know what I mean?
He might be fire, low key. But I'm not mad at that idea. Like, let him come over here and produce a couple songs for these poorly themed wrestlers, please.
Do the Street Profits.
Please, immediately.
I don't know what the fuck they got going.
My God.
They got AJ Styles. The nigga that sing AJ Styles shit, that's the same nigga, I think.
I think it is, yeah, for sure. Maybe it's just me. I kind of fuck with Fraxium music, but then on the other end, right, it's like, all right, what is this Jimmy Neutron entrance? Like, what's happening?
That's them. That's them, though. I think that's just them, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it fit them, so I'm not really mad at it. But let's see, DIY. I feel like they could use one too because that shit is terrible. Oh, the New Day, badly.
Just the New Day.
That shit is ass.
Beat drop.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
They don't even be trying. I think it's AI. Like, I think it's literally, somebody said this. It's like, it's just AI. It's not even like a real production.
I could believe that. But yeah, I think Zelina ended up winning this match, man. Again, I feel like this is just another setup for her versus Chelsea at some point in a couple weeks. So it is what it is. Like, after this, we got another backstage segment with Melo Don't Miss. I think this is the promo where they kind of tease the split here, man. I think I'm the only one upset about this, man. Shit is crazy.
I made it here by myself, bro.
Yeah, all that shit really need you, bro. Like, you keep saying you did this for me, but dog, I did this. Like, I won that match. I'm him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we know what's coming, man. Eventually, Miz gonna end up turning on him or something. So
it just means Melo, like, even as a heel, you don't hate him.
Yeah,
he low key about to turn babyface.
That's what I feel like too. That's exactly what I feel like. You can't really hate Melo. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe the only time, I'm gonna say fuck it. The only time you really can hate Melo is when he is involving Trick. Like, I feel like that's the only time for real. Like, cause even I
Yeah,
say
but
that about
even
Trick being
then,
the
it's
heel.
like,
It'll be the perfect
okay.
thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess.
So when
I guess.
Melo goes babyface, it'll be the perfect time to bring. Well, no, because now Trick is on his heel arc. So I
Yeah.
mean, maybe that could work too, though. Babyface Melo with a heel Trick. That's a different
Keep them away
perspective.
from each other on the main roster for right now.
For right now, yeah, I kind of agree. I feel like Trick pops up Royal Rumble time maybe, because I don't know if they're gonna call him up like end of this year. I just don't see it
I can
happening.
see
Maybe
it.
the draft. Maybe the draft.
Because that
I keep
TNA
forgetting
title
that.
war is not going to last long.
Nah,
Yeah,
to be
that
honest
title
with
run not
you,
gonna last too long.
I don't got it going past Mike Santana. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't got it going past that, brother. Like,
Low key.
and I feel like it's just gonna be a quick little thing. Like,
And
I
if
gotta
right
save
here,
that.
half the TNA roster pissed that Trick won the title, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what we doing? Like, I kind of feel it. I seen what's this? I don't want to
Why
call the
don't
brother.
believe in your injury?
Damn, what's the brother name? I don't want to call him Dolph Ziggler. What they call him now? Nick Nemeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him go off about that. So I understand it. I ain't mad at that. Then we got another backstage segment. Zelina's walking around backstage. You know what I'm saying? U.S. title around her. And the sister with the braids, Julia. You know what I'm saying? She looked at her real quick. She said, I like that championship you got right there. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was an interesting tease that possibly if she wins the Money in the Bank, she might even cash in on Zelina. I thought that was kind of
That's so corny. Yo.
that was kind of interesting, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't say that, man.
I'm just saying you gotta peep it, man. You gotta
Had
peep
all
it.
the titles I could go after. Let's go after the one that no one cares about
That's
at
some
all.
Austin Theory shit. Nigga cashed in on it.
Yeah, he did do that. Remember, that's what I'm
Austin
saying.
Theory
It's
had
not out of the
that.
realm.
Salute to Austin Theory. That nigga, man.
Yeah, we know what's going on, man. I put that thread in the chat earlier, man. We see what's going on from a mile away. We're gonna talk about it once we get to that true topic. I promise. Let's see. Actually, back-to-back U.S. title segments, actually, because then Damian Priest shows up to give a promo. Pretty much, I feel like this was just a promo to tell Drew he kind of respect him, but he still hate him. That's what it was. Like, nigga, I still hate your ass, but I respect it. Like, even though I beat your ass, you keep coming back. Like, whatever. So I'll see you whenever you get healthy, type of shit. And then he turns his attentions to, I don't know why he would do this. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But he turns his attentions to Jacob Fatu. He said, you know what? You kind of tough too. So I'm trying to run a series of matches with you to go after that U.S. title. And of course, come on. We get the Jacob Fatu entrance. Y'all know what's going on. We get Jacob Fatu, Carmelo Hayes, and Andrade, man. Now, before the match, if you asked me who was going to lose this match off rip, I would have told you. Andrade badly. He was eating a pin. There's just no way around it, Soda. That's what I would have told you. You feel me? So we get I'm not going to lie. Again, we saw these brothers wrestle 7 times this year. Or last year. Let me say last year. But even during this triple threat match, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are like, and pause if needed, a match made in heaven, like as wrestling partners in the ring. Like the brothers be cooking every time. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't even know what else they can do together. But the brothers are fire. The chemistry is there. It's just like, dog. To me, it may be a couple years since I've seen something like that for real from a lot of wrestlers. But Melo, it's a testament to Melo being like, I don't want to say D1 ready. I'm not going to say that because that's like, it's not college. But like pro ready, and like Andrade is another professional. So they work great together. Match was going good, but y'all, come on. If we know what's going on, we know how these things go when the Bloodline members involved. Yep. Solo and JC decide mid-match to jump on the apron as Jacob hits a moonsault on Melo, I think it was. Yeah, he hit a moonsault on Melo, and he could have easily went for the pin here, low-key. But, you know, Solo gets on the apron, starts doing his little Jacob impression, and telling him, do it again. Like, come on, get up, do it again. Like, they was bossing him around, telling him to do another moonsault. That was the first time I heard the brother. I'm calling him Jeff Cobb at this moment. I'm not gonna lie. That's the first time I heard Jeff Cobb speak, man. I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah, do another one. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, he talking to Big Blood? Like,
Jeff doesn't have like an intimidating voice, but like,
Jeff
Cobb's been
up to
around for
speed.
years.
That's why I was like, wait, whoa, like, what's happening? Like, I thought they was gonna treat him like they treated Solo when he first came up. Like, this nigga not gonna say a word. He just here to whoop ass. But him hearing him speak, I said, oh shit, we here, I guess. The nigga, but he was talking to Big Blood kind of crazy, like, yo, do another moonsault.
If you
So,
know
of
Lucha
course,
Underground, he was there.
yeah, I was about to say, I just watched one of his matches from there the other day, man. But of course, man, this causes a distraction where Jimmy Uso pulls back up and decides he's gonna attack the JC brother. Fuck it, let me get him out the way. And in the midst of this, Jacob gets distracted. I believe he gets knocked out of the ring or something like that. And Andrade ends up hitting his finisher and pinning Melo for the 1-2-3. So Andrade qualifies for the Money in the Bank match. Like a shocker to me. It was a week full of shockers. I thought NXT had done
I'm
it
not
for the
mad
week.
at this because they always put Andrade in this match.
I'm also not mad at it, low key. I'm not.
He don't ever win it.
He gonna go crazy though.
He's gonna do one fire move and get packed the fuck up.
I forgot Melo was in the Money in the Bank match last year. I'm like, damn.
That's why I didn't understand the discourse and shit. Like, I'm like, why is everybody so upset? What's happening right now? The brother, how old is Melo?
Mid-20s.
Yeah, like they was talking like Melo 38. I'm like, yo, we gotta relax a little bit. It's okay, he's here.
Right.
It's okay, man.
Yeah,
I understand what y'all trying to do.
He might even be mid. He might be like 23, 24. Like,
I think he's more like he's 30.
Yeah, he's still cool.
That's super young. Like,
like, come on, man.
I know whatchamacallit who he with young too though.
Oh, Kalani, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. Anyway.
So yeah, man, we got Andrade, man. I think that made 5 participants for the Money in the Bank match. Before Monday Night Raw tonight, of course. So
one
last
more
one
match.
will qualify tonight.
Or no, 2 more for the men's.
Yeah, 2 more, yeah. Next, we got a quick interview backstage from LA Knight and Byron Saxton, which was interrupted by Aleister Black, who told LA Knight pretty much like, I was supposed to win that match last week, but whatever, man, you got it. That's on me. Type of shit. Like, you know what? You're welcome. So I feel like they're going to give us a match between them two probably next week. Then this is where the night gets interesting. We get a backstage promo. Once again, Jacob Fatu is tearing the building up, knocking shit over, man. Going crazy. And he turned to Solo and made it clear to him, like, yo, this is the last time I'm gonna say this to you, brother. I don't need your help with nothing. Like, why do you keep trying to help me? Like, what's up? Like, I'm the U.S. champion. Like, I don't need your help with nothing. He looked at both of them niggas like, I don't need y'all. What's up? And then walked off. So I kind of believe that's the moment. I think that's the moment where he officially said he was done with Solo on him, man.
About to pack up Jacob.
I think we are about to see a return in
Tama. We need them niggas to pull up to really pack up Jacob though. It can't just be Solo and Jacob. We need Tama and them to pack this nigga the fuck up.
And then the interesting part about that is before he got hurt, Tama and Jacob was real close. They was running around together because Solo was missing and shit.
Oh yeah.
So, could get interest in that from that aspect too.
Nigga might be a baby face with the shit. Nigga might be over his head with that shit.
I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie, man. Oh, my nigga gonna be powerful on the return.
Yeah.
Fuck what y'all
baby face? Like, my nigga debut was powerful. Remember when he packed Jimmy up for like 6 months? My nigga Jimmy was out for 6 months.
6 months off a 10-minute segment. They said, nah, put him out of action. And then, of course, we get to the main event segment of the night, man. I'm about to get mad.
Yo.
I'm about to get mad before I even do it. Let's see. All right. So we get the return to SmackDown of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, man. He pulled back up to SmackDown.
So
QB1 is in the building, man. The quarterback is in the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking kayfabe. All right? It's all right. Listen, I'm sorry, Boog. I apologize. The quarterback is in the building, man. He pretty much pulled up. And
niggas said he was on a double cup.
He did say, I want a little bit of the Tennessee.
I'm like,
I want a little bit of the Tennessee syrup. I said, wait, whoa.
Nigga was on a double cup in
like,
Tennessee.
It's still USA Network? Like, what's happening right now? Like, everything all right? So, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, he started talking about everything. Like, he just started talking about shit.
Yeah, you know how Cody be.
Yeah, he
started talking.
He went all the way back to Elimination Chamber, the Hill title. He started talking about The Rock. Of course, we talked about John Cena. We talked about his title reign. You know what I'm saying? And I thought where we were going with this was going to be more so of a like, I'm going to beat your ass at the end of this type of shit. Like, I did all of this and you did all of that to me, and now I feel disrespected. But pretty much what he said was, I didn't take the opportunity when I had it to do what I had to do to keep my title, but I'm not going to make that same mistake again, which I think, oh my God, I feel like we all saw that coming from a mile away. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, turn up now. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
And then he says, you know what? But since this is my first night back, as soon as he said this line, I got mad because I already knew where it was headed. But he said, since this is my first night back here, I got a surprise for y'all tonight. You know, actually, I brung my brother with me. I brung Jey Uso to the arena with me, man. I said, oh, man. Mind you, okay, now I remember why I would start getting mad. SmackDown is a 3-hour program, ladies and gentlemen. Goes off at 11 p.m.
Right.
At this point, that Jey Uso is making his entrance. It was 10:53 p.m. Okay? So I'm looking at my television and I'm like, all right, man. I see what they have done again to me. I stayed the entire episode for this one segment just for brothers to come back at the end of the night and only have 5 minutes of ring time. I get it now. So we get Jay in the ring, Cody in the ring. And of course, Jay didn't get no bars off. Oh, why? Come on, Quiz, you know why. Because again, he looks in the camera and does the yo one more time. It's 10:56 p.m. Soda. And he's talking about one more time. I said, oh my, what the fuck is going on?
Hey, recent co-hosting, man. My bad.
Well, good. I got you.
I don't know how. Yeah.
I think, matter of fact, you got to take him down as a speaker and then send it to him.
Okay. Yeah.
So after this, Jay is about to speak. He picks up the microphone. He's about to get his, bars off. The last real champion said, nah, we're not even doing that tonight.
I'm leaving from my bed. Hold on.
All right.
Go like that.
The last real champion said, actually, Jay, you're not going to get any bars off. I'm here tonight. John Cena music hits, the arena goes dark. I still fuck with that part of it. I'm not going to lie. A dark John Cena entrance is fire. I'm not going to lie. But, Soda, the camera pans to the entranceway and the brother got on bright orange. It didn't stay dark. That much of a dark entrance at all. Said,
Tennessee orange.
So John Cena makes his way to the ring and he start punching Eve. I'm talking, he walked right over to the little corner. Yo, give me a microphone.
Punch him.
Got back in the ring and proceeded to punch on Cody and Jey Uso badly. He said, you want to be me. You want to be me. The problem with y'all two, he ain't say this, ladies and gentlemen, it's just how I talk. I'm sorry. So the problem with y'all two niggas is, you, Cody, you just, it's fake. Like, you can't be me. Like, it's not real. And the problem with you is you too lazy.
Yeah, you said you're too lazy. I'm like,
Once he got in that bag, I said, oh.
Like, you ain't
again,
working.
Soda, it's 10:57 p.m. when he get to this. So I'm like, oh, I see what the brother Paul Levesque does again, man. He did it again. This brother is punching and is about to cut off. I can't believe it. So he said, pretty much told him, y'all pretenders, man. Y'all trying to be me. They trying to make y'all me and y'all not living up to it because nobody fucking with this shit. That's exactly what he said in layman's terms. And then he said, but you know what? So now I'm getting mad. And this is when he made me mad. He said, but you know who got the potential to be me? I said, nah, we're not doing this tonight. It's no way. It's no way he's about to do what I think he's about to do.
Yep, he did it.
And he did it. He found a way to say, you know who's going to be the next great WWE wrestler and champion? And the next way, he brings out Logan Paul. I said, look what we are turning Friday nights into. Man. Like, what the fuck is going on? Logan Paul comes out. And
man, I don't know what.
Yeah,
this brother was just going off. Like, did he go over the time? Because he just going.
He did. Because you could tell Cena tapped him a couple times. Like, yo, hurry up! Like, what are you doing? And then
my god!
You feel me? Like, even in that moment, like Cena trying to still be professional about it. Like, yo, come on! Like, we still on TV. You take it on.
Who's a slow rapper? Like, they rap slow. My nigga was going slow as shit, bro. He was pronouncing every syllable. Like.
Nah, facts. Like, that shit was pissing me off. I'm like, come on, son. What are we doing? Then him and Cena get into a little, stare down, I guess. Almost like they keep trying to tease this whole Cena turning back babyface. So again, something you see from a mile away. So they tease that. And then Cody gets the classic. I'm not gonna lie. This is a classic line. Again, I hate lines like this, but I wasn't mad at it on this night. He said, "Hey, what's good with y'all two? What are you about to do? Go to the back and shine as Peacemaker?" I said, "Okay." He said, "Polish his Peacemaker." That's exactly what he said. And I said, "Oh, okay, got it." And of course, you know how this ends, man. Super kick. John Cena and Logan Paul outside the ring, and that's how SmackDown concludes, man. Yeah, 4 letters, 1 word. No, I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. That is the new ending to all of our SmackDown reviews. I'm not gonna lie. I did find a little side.
Real quick on Cody, real quick. Like,
uh-oh.
No. I notice, and this happens like every week. I don't do it per se because I get the character. He's a corny person in real life, so why are we expecting him to be anything other than corny in the ring? I don't get it. Like, we want him to have this edge to him and stuff, or like this certain. That's not him. He's a corny dude. He's corny outside the ring. That podcast he did with his wife, he's corny. It's okay.
Speaking of which, salute to that, because that episode is actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's corny as hell, but funny.
I was also thinking this too. Logan Paul should have just been Cena's henchman from the beginning. Like,
if they're gonna do that, yeah, whatever.
Because with The Rock not being there, with him just leaving him high and dry, Logan Paul should have been the one to, be his, disciple or whatever. And he fits the mold of ruining wrestling. It makes sense.
Instead of Travis Scott at WrestleMania. That's a fact.
We haven't seen since.
Right.
Whatever.
But yeah, man, that was SmackDown. But we all know why we here. Because like I said, it wasn't too bad of an episode of SmackDown to me.
Compared to what we've been watching for the past
couple
weeks, 2 months,
yeah.
Like, that shit was pretty decent.
A featured appearance from R-Truth on this episode, who reportedly, let's just put this out there, reportedly was supposed to be in a program for the next couple weeks with Jimmy Uso. So that was the whole tease on this episode. But just 48 hours after this episode went off the air, we woke up on Sunday morning to tweets from R-Truth pretty much letting us know, like, hey, my contract isn't being renewed. I'm being let go by WWE, pretty much. And if you, unless you live under a rock, man, we just gonna get right to it. Unless you live under a rock, you see the reaction on the internet from every wrestler in the locker room in WWE, from fans around the world, man. Nobody's happy about this. I know on this program we make fun of R-Truth. We call him things we call him. And we only do that because of some of the things he does. But I feel like I'm not going to speak for every brother up here, but I'm going to just speak for me. I feel like for me, yeah, some of the stuff he does is corny, just like we were just talking about with Cody. Yeah, it's corny. It's the other C word. I'm going to try not to use it today. But
yeah, I'm not going to call him that today. No.
At the end of the day, WWE, the E in WWE stands for entertainment. And that is exactly what R-Truth brings every week to any show that he's on. When you look at sports, if you look at the NBA or the NFL, everybody has a locker room leader or someone in the locker room that just brings happiness, and everybody they go to him for advice. They need a joke or whatever, just having a bad day. This is the person they look for. That was R-Truth to WWE. So you can tell by the reaction from the superstars that this is a big deal, man. And from what we're being told as of right now, it's just a cost-cutting thing. Like, they just need to cut down on some of the salaries because Carlito was also let go in this. What's shorty name? Valhalla was let go in this type of thing. So
yeah.
Wait. I didn't know about the Valhalla part.
Yeah, today she said.
Yeah.
But she should have. come on, I'm trying to be nice.
You don't even remember she was. You would have to name her to remember she's on the roster.
Like once they changed the War Raiders
she
into the War
Raiders, come out the War Raiders no more. What do you do? Yeah. You just walk around barefoot and catering.
But yeah, just from just from reaction, you can tell nobody's really feeling this. And of course, now today we did get a report that this was the doing of one Paul Levesque again. This wasn't his decision, which I feel like is going to cause a little controversy this week, but whatever.
You said it wasn't his decision?
It was.
No,
It
it was.
was.
Okay.
Like a final decision.
Definitely a decision.
Grace, but,
and
yeah, it's just fucked up, man.
So we said a couple things, y'all. As much as we punch on R-Truth for Ryan Killings, there's a couple things I do respect that he does. Regardless of how bad the gimmick is or what they have him do, the one thing you will never see him do on social media or any place else is complain about it. He's like a Chelsea Green where you turn chicken shit into chicken salad. And, like, you need people like that in your locker room. Am I a fan of everything that he does? Not really. The whole Confederate thing, thought that was overboard, but whatever. It entertained people, that's all that matters. I'm advocating that R-Truth gets put in the Hall of Fame next year. Like, dead ass. I think he's earned it. I think the longevity alone. He does have some moments, like in-ring moments too. Like, well, just last year, like him and Miz winning like the tag titles in that ladder match shit, like fire.
I mean, his peak when he was like, niggas wanted him to win the championship at one point. I mean, when he had what's the gimmick he had when he was smoking a cigarette in the doors and shit?
Jimmy and shit.
Like that was his peak. Like, he definitely had his moments.
And outside WWE, like he is a former NWA heavyweight champ.
First black NWA champion. Like, you just gotta keep
a Hall of Fame career, man. I don't even want to see him go to AEW. At this point, you've earned your flowers. Spend time with your family and retire, bro. You deserve it. You don't got nothing else to prove in the ring.
Now, Soda, before you go, right? I see Boog put one post in the Jumbotron. There's another one I'm looking at. It look like fans are in the building chanting right now that we want truth. There's a lot of R-Truth signs in the crowd tonight, so I do expect a hostile crowd on Monday Night Raw. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you think so? Where they at?
Where are they tonight? I don't remember.
Okay.
And they got to be in the South. Ain't Truth from South Carolina or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Gotta be.
I ain't gonna lie. If they're anywhere in South Carolina close to it, this is a bad look.
For real. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get y'all reactions, man. BRS, you up here. I know if you want to speak on it, you can speak on it. Anybody that's up here that's want to get their thoughts off about R-Truth being released. Let's hear it, man.
Yeah, fuck this, man. Fuck this. I am so annoyed that they released him. Because, like, again, like, even if you feel like you don't have a storyline to use him for in a wrestling capacity, he's such a good locker room guy. You use him for that. You use him for, you know, the morale of a group that's basically on the road 50 weeks a year. You use him for, you say, oh, he's going to still be working with us just in like a front office capacity. You know, like, it's like you
keep R-Truth.
Yeah, exactly. Like Udonis Haslem of the Miami Heat. When was he playing till, guys? Till he was 40-something years old? And he would get it in blowouts, and he would play, you know, you get, 0.8 points a game or something like that. But they kept him with the organization well past the point he could play, just to have a great locker room guy and a guy that can help the younger guys on the team and, who's been through championship runs and been through all the different eras of the Heat. That's the way you could use him. And by the way, he was still pretty good. This wasn't like a quarterback who can't throw a pass anymore. He could still do stuff in the ring if you wanted him to. It's just they all, so he didn't even lose, he didn't even lose that.
Right. John Cena had to catch up to him, basically.
And guys, if you watched what you did, you watched SmackDown on Friday, you know, there's very few people that when that music hits, everyone in the crowd jumps to their feet. And that's what happened with R-Truth. I mean, every person got up. They wanted to hear what's up. They wanted to dance along. They wanted to get into it. It's one of the most fun parts of the show. I mean, I can't tell you how many Raws and SmackDowns I've watched where all of a sudden he appears on a backstage segment and you have 45 seconds or a minute out of that 3 hours of levity, of something funny, something that's a little bit different from another match. And that's the thing. You know, to me, I just don't understand how you let him go and think that's totally fine. And Triple H easily could have advocated for him and said, you know what? I got things I can do with him. We're keeping him. Maybe we'll get rid of Eric and Ivar. Maybe we'll get rid of Gargano. Maybe we'll get rid of Ciampa. Maybe we'll get rid. I mean, there are so many people on this roster who get zero reaction. Zero. This is a guy who got a huge reaction in everything he did, and everyone loved it. I mean, is this WWE or just WW? It's just World Wrestling. There's no World Wrestling Entertainment. What's the entertainment part?
It's
That's
WTF.
all I got to say. Yeah.
WTF.
Now, that was well put. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, might as well take the E out of this because that's what it's looking like. I think I retweeted this on the timeline earlier. Pretty much they're trying to move away from the comedic acts and people that are just like on screen backstage type of thing, and just using people that's on screen in ring more relevant every week, right? So my question to you, brothers, because there's one brother in particular that I feel like fits that criteria, and it's interesting because he's been causing such a stir since WrestleMania, and since he cut a certain promo about not being featured on WrestleMania, and I just think it's a little crazy that we're gonna cut out comedic acts and everybody just being used backstage when since that very promo he's only been used backstage or thrown on a main event. Did y'all know that main event still aired? Because I didn't know that. I had no clue.
Did. Only because I see the spoil because it happens right before Raw, actually. They just show it like the day after.
But I think we all know who I'm referring to here. The brother carrying Cross.
Nico, if you don't have Cross tonight come out during, first of all, I'm so pissed they wasted a Money in the Bank spot on Andrade. They should have 2 spots left right now, not 1, but whatever. Like, if you don't have Cross come out during that match and say, I demand to be in a 4-way match. It's not Punk versus AJ Styles versus Chad Gable. It's me versus Punk versus Styles versus Chad Gable. Like, that would be something that the crowd would say, all right, like, I can get behind it. They're not going to do that. There's no way. How is this guy not even in Money in the Bank or even in a qualifying match? What is wrong with them?
I mean, when you get over on your own, it's almost a detriment to your career, it seems.
That's what it seems like. You do it organically. It's like you get punished for it. You're not what we've decided to push. So instead of letting it happen, we're going to sit you down. That's exactly what they're telling us at this point. Because you can't tell me.
We'll push you when we want to push you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just ironic to me, that the 2 guys selling the most T-shirts over the last 4 weeks were Karrion Kross and R-Truth.
Wow.
Interesting. Those 2 guys are only seen backstage for the most part. So we're getting rid of these guys that are making money. Because I could totally, like I said, I'm here to tell the truth tonight, y'all. Carlito, I understand. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I understand. We only got backstage stuff for you to do. You only sitting in the locker room eating an apple and playing the game. While I find it funny, not everybody's going to find it funny. You know? So I understand. He's very hilarious. But I understand the cut there. You feel me? Same with Valhalla. Come on, we know what's going on. But again, BRS mentioned this earlier. You take a locker room guy, you take somebody that when they talk about the new environment in WWE and like the backstage area, how stuff is on the up and up, I feel like that R-Truth is included in that. That's one of the people that he was there long enough to see it change, so he was part of the change, if that makes sense to everybody. So
yeah, he been there damn near since the end of the Attitude Era, damn near.
Yeah, because he came, actually was there twice. The first time he was there with Road Dogg, and it was like a little rap group.
Yep,
Yeah,
he
they
quit.
was lit too. They was lit.
But I see brother Travis joined us. Trav, what's going on, man?
And it's so weird because Cross is like, I thought Cross was a Triple H guy. That's why it's so weird to me that he's not trying to
He
push
is a
him.
Triple H guy.
That's why it's weird to me, Soda. That's a fact.
Yeah, it's so weird to me
That's
because
why
it's
it's
like,
weird
I
to me.
thought this was a Triple H guy.
So much so that the man, like, we always talk about the power struggle and shit. Once Triple H fully took over creatively, one of his first moves, let's really go, how we say it in Black Company, niggas gotta go back.
Go back.
We gotta go back.
It
Did
was first he
Karrion Cross,
rehired.
yeah, right?
Karrion
Like,
Cross.
Karrion Cross was rehired and debuted on SmackDown in a segment involving Roman Reigns and, like,
Drew Mack.
did we
Smoke Drew
forget
Mack.
about this?
Like,
Like,
And we
powerful.
never got that match.
we
Nigga
got
was
nothing from it.
powerful on the debut. That was
Just
it.
like,
From that day,
just
that was it.
that was it for him. That's literally all they had for him. Since then, he
He
just
had a
been
couple of matches with Drew
backstage.
Mack, and
They gave him a faction and fired everyone in it.
then right, they just putting him through hoops and shit. Like,
They brought AOP back just to fire him again.
WrestleMania in my hometown. I can't even get a match on a pre-show.
I know,
I don't
I'm
get
with
nothing.
it out there. I can't get a match.
So it's like,
Joe Hendry ain't even in them. What?
What are we doing, man? Clearly this is TKO influenced. Clearly. But it's like,
it's
what are we
just
doing?
spooky.
Yo,
Trav, what's going on, man?
yo,
What's
Yo,
good, bro?
Yo,
What's good?
yo, bro. What, 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 where do I even begin? Where do I even begin, man? I don't even want to wild out too much, bro, but yo, WWE, man, right now they disgraceful. You feel me? Distasteful, despicable, disgusting.
deplorable,
You feel me?
filthy,
Filthy, dusty, all of
soft.
that. Bro, the fact that they just chose not to renew R-Truth's contract has to, I mean, it should show everybody how there is a lack of intelligence in the room right now. And there's a disconnect in the rooms, in the creative rooms, in the executive rooms, whatever rooms you want to say, the higher ups, there's a disconnect going on because I don't even know how you could allow somebody like that to go. What's the point?
Nobody's safe.
Yeah, like what's the point though? I mean, how could R-Truth is, I feel like he's one of the most underrated wrestlers in history, for real. Like, to be a comedic act like that and go heel the way that he was able to go heel, you know what I'm saying? And then turn back to this beloved character that everybody loves, and including adults and kids. Everybody's laughing at this dude's character. It's like universal and welcoming to anybody. The fact that they just got rid of this guy, I mean, there isn't one explanation. Like, there's not one good reason that you could possibly give me and say, yeah, this is a good reason why we did that. There's not one good reason.
There's only one way to make this right.
What's the way?
You gotta let Truth give a proper send off in ring.
Bro,
That man deserves that.
there's no way to make it right. That's the problem now.
I'm saying if you're gonna let him go, like he at least deserves that. Like he's
Man,
been there, God knows how long, bro.
they're not doing that.
I know they're not gonna do it, but I'm saying they should. And then after that, put him in the Hall of Fame next year.
Put him in the Hall of Fame next year. I agree with that,
For
but
sure.
they're
I
not they're
agree
not
with the Hall of Fame.
they're not taking care of this guy. Because you know why?
You know,
If they were gonna do
you know
that,
what's funny, man? Right before the show, I watched Bubba and them talk about this exact same thing that Cash just said, right? They feel like he deserves a proper send off. And then Mark Henry was like, yeah, but that's kind of weird to show up for a party for you getting fired. You know what I'm saying? So when he put it that way, I said, I kind of see what you're saying.
yeah, I don't know.
If you say it like that,
I don't
I
know
kind of see
what.
what you're
I don't
yeah.
know. That's what I'm saying, Cash.
you're not retiring. Yeah,
I don't even know why. Like, he's not. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be on TV. Because you know why? If he's on TV, you know what that does? That reminds everybody every single time that he's on TV of
Yeah,
what they just did.
yeah.
So it's just a reminder. Like, that's
The
why
cra-
there's
the
sometimes.
crowd already changed his name before the show now.
Oh,
Oh, they're
listen,
gonna hijack
listen,
the show.
listen. Some things are debatable. Some things are not. This is one of those things where they've already messed up. There's no way to fix it. Like there's no way to fix it at all. It's done. Today is going to be sabotaged. That's their fault. I'm blaming Triple H too. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it. I see a lot of people blaming everybody but Triple H. Like, no, I feel like,
No, this one falls squarely on Triple
yeah,
H.
like this is crazy, bro.
He didn't even
Like
call him
Triple
himself.
H
Like
can't.
someone else called him.
Yeah, like Triple H didn't even try to fight for this dude. Like at least try to fight for him. Like I bet he didn't even try to. Just like, oh yeah,
Uh, it's a joke.
But how do you even like look at your numbers and you see the people that's selling top selling merch and you be like, okay, this guy right here, we don't need him. How does that even
that
make
is
sense?
insane.
He's
That,
making
Bro,
not
money.
even just that though.
The
Not even
top
just that.
selling.
They make sure they get on television after every major event to tell us how they broke records in this department and all of this, how much
What
the
was the
gate
point?
was. Yeah, so how could what cost are we cutting if you are doing record breaking numbers? That's my
Like,
question.
what
What's
kind of
happening?
deal that man got?
bro,
Like, he ain't got
bro,
the Braun
bro,
Strowman deal, do we?
bro. This is one of them times where we have to sit back and say what exactly it is. And 1 minute, I'm say it right. This how do I say this? This was nothing but fuck you for no reason. We just trying to find a reason we're trying to find the reason. That's what it was. It's sad. That's exactly what it was. They could have Triple H could have figured out a way to keep our truth.
Yeah.
The way
Make him a road agent.
let me bring up another point to y'all, right? Nico, when did this happen? When did he tweet that? What day was that?
That
Sunday.
was Sunday. Yep.
Who gets fired on Sunday? Who gets told this? Who gets told this information on a Sunday?
This facts.
Somebody
I'm
let
not
me
gonna lie.
know.
This facts. It's kind
That
of
is
remind me of when they
wild, bro.
fired how they fired Punk. Like they fired him at his wedding. So it's like I feel you, Trav. It's
And
kind of like a fuck you.
and exactly now, perfect that you brought that up. Now, see, this is what happens when we start connecting dots. You brought up Punk, and how did that turn out with Punk? So some things we know how WWE acts when they being petty towards people because they've done it a lot. It's not like this is we don't know if WWE is being petty. They've never done that before. Like, nah, they've done that. They have a bad history of being petty towards people. In
They're
part,
being petty now.
yeah. So unfortunately, we just can't pinpoint a reason why because of out of all the people, it's our truth, and I think that's the thing that we should be focused on. How could you do this to somebody like our truth? How could you basically stick your middle finger up to somebody like our truth in the situation? How could you do it? I'm not even look. Let me say this. Some people may not like this, and whoever could possibly be listening and on the other side of things with Carlito. I understand why Carlito getting released. I get it.
Yeah,
He ain't done nothing since he been back.
that makes sense. Let him go back home.
Yeah, our truth.
He's starting Puerto Rico anyway.
You can't tell me why it was a good reason to release our truth. Carlito, it makes sense. Our truth makes no sense. So that should show everybody that it was a F you, you're an older guy. We don't need you. F you. Forget everything that you did for us. We don't need you back. We're not going to give you, I don't know, something that they should have gave it to him before releasing him. They're probably going to they're probably going to sign him to a Legends contract sooner or later, but the way that this happened, I don't, it's whack.
And they could have made him a road agent. They could have like had him out there with Adam Pearce, like
Yeah, imagine him in like
something.
a GM. Like him being a GM would be fire. Like,
Well,
It
I
would
ain't
be
gonna lie, that would
amazing.
be
I
the
agree with you.
like
funniest.
that would be amazing.
Yeah, this is whack. So this is whack. This is very whack.
I could even
Yeah.
imagine him
Meanwhile,
in like a coach role. Go ahead, BRS.
and you pick, and then you hear like, oh, they didn't have anything for him to do. They aren't going to use him. Well, like, What about Sheamus, who's basically doing nothing? What about Pete Dunne? Why is he still on the roster? I mean, there's a
Well, they got
million
something for
people.
Sheamus, but
Yeah, they got something for him. They got him feuding with Rusev. Okay, like they
yeah,
just had what's his name, R-Truth doing things with Cena. He still could have been a part of that. Like a big
Yeah.
part of the Cena face turn at the end could be the hug with R-Truth. You know what I mean? Like that would have been. I'm not saying the ultimate moment, but it could be like the next Raw afterwards, or Truth comes out and he's like, "Damn dog, like yeah, let me hug you, man." Like it would just be like there were things for him to do. My point is, you know what I mean? Like and. Look, if you guys, they got to be thinking about if they're in cost cutting mode. I wonder if they're thinking about cutting a guy like Roman Reigns. I'm dead serious. I mean, they get very limited appearances from him. They're spending $10-12 million a year, whatever it might be on him. I don't know, but they might be saying, you know what, we can cut him too. we can cut him. Why not? You know, we don't get that much out of him. I mean, if you're going to start cutting people that are, you know, people love, I mean, what does it matter at this point? Just cut Roman Reigns.
And that's
that's
exactly what
that's wild saying it,
it
but
sound.
when you
That's what I'm
put
about to say. It
context
sounds
to it,
wild, but he right though, because
I'm not.
I thought about this
Yeah,
earlier. I thought about the same shit earlier. Like,
Yo,
who's to say like it's one of the TKO higher ups and not in the room saying, I mean, what about this guy, Roman Reigns? He's only around 4 times a year. Like, what are we doing? We paying him a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But he don't understand the grand scheme of things where it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. He only around 4 times a year, but it's a reason he's only around 4 times a year. Like, it's shit like that. They don't understand the wrestling side of this. So that's what
yo,
that's the
Brothers let
crux right
Roman
here.
go. RDE going up
Up
badly.
immediately.
oh yeah, shout out to Roman. You know he got just locked in that deal in Street Fighter. He's gonna play Akuma.
Nah, facts. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
cut him. Just cut him. I mean, why not? At this point, I mean, guys, honestly, anyone is fair game. If they'll cut Raw or Truth, anyone is fair game. Anyone. I mean, why are you not cutting Bailey? Cut her. What is she doing? Our Truth was doing a hell
Nothing.
lot more than her. Cut her. Cut
Listen,
everyone.
he's not
Why is
lying.
Tyus O'Neil
I
still have a
mean,
job?
this the same company that let Bray Wyatt go. You
At the
know,
height
Yes.
of his career. Really think about that.
if they
In the
let Bray
height
Wyatt
of
go,
his career.
yeah. So
And by
they
the
Like
way,
right
guys,
after
already.
Mania.
what they did with Big E, they should have done that with R-Truth. Like, oh, he's going to be helping us in a broadcast capacity. He's going to be maybe, you know, a general manager down the line. Like Soda just said, like, you don't just cut him, you idiots. You give the fans something like, all right, he's still going to be around though. You know, like, you
Yeah,
don't just cut him. You might say, oh, his in-ring is going to be limited from now on, but, you know, oh, and he's going to have one last retirement match too. You know, like something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
hmm
they are so stupid, man. They're all about the money. They don't give a shit about anyone's feelings or reactions. Now, you say what you want about Vince. I just don't think Vince would have ever cut R-Truth. Ever. Ever.
I saw Mark Henry say the same thing right before we started. He
Nah.
said, yeah, he's like,
This
that would have never
Vince
Vince
happened.
is
really
definitely out
liked.
of touch.
Yeah, Vince really liked R-Truth because like R-Truth would make him laugh and stuff. Like they was really good friends and shit.
Really think, like, now that you're saying this, Soda, really think about this. R-Truth was probably the only guy you've ever seen outside of Paul Heyman make Brock Lesnar laugh on screen. Just really
Oh
think about
yeah,
that.
Multiple
made him
times.
break character. Yeah, Triple
We
H
got
made
rid
him
of a
break
guy like that.
character. Everyone.
There's a clip, like
World,
a 30-minute video
Like
of
imagine how
R-Truth
much
just making everybody laugh.
knowledge R-Truth has that you could use him in a backstage role, producing matches. You know what I mean? So
Producing
knowledgeable, so
music.
smart. Yeah,
yeah.
As a mentor. I mean, even Carmelo Hayes put up a great post. Like, you know, I can't tell you how much he taught me, you know, how much he brought me under his wing and taught me so much about this business. How many guys back there in that locker room could have learned from R-Truth, you know? It's like having like a player coach, you know?
Yeah.
It's just sad, man. Honestly, it's almost like for me, like, I don't want to say a last straw because I'm not going to stop watching it, but like, they're getting close. Like if one more big thing happens, like me and a lot of other people might just say, you know what? I'm taking a little hiatus from this shit, man.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot today, low
yeah.
key, because it's like, the most I've been seeing actually is more like, how can I put this? It's like they moving away from being what they've been describing the last few years as like a family business where it's great vibes and everybody's willing to help everybody backstage or whatever. We're moving away from that and getting back to it just being strictly business. We're getting rid of people that are important. Like I said, they don't realize are important to what goes on a day to day in WWE. So if one of the superstars, I don't know who it was, but there was a report out there saying pretty much one of the big superstars text a reporter and said, I mean, if you get rid of a guy like R-Truth, none of us can, it's a guarantee that none of us can be here. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Because he's been here the longest. He does anything you ask him. Like y'all said, he could be a mentor
Does
or a coach
completely
anywhere.
about
So it's like,
nothing.
yeah, he don't
You know,
complain
that's
about
an
anything.
incredible point. That's an incredible point. Because if you think, forget about a wrestling company, any company, right? If you work somewhere and you start to see your longtime coworkers just getting fired out of nowhere by the boss, a new boss comes in and people are just getting fired left and right. Are you like, oh, this is a great place to work? Now, I understand it's different because there's really not a lot of other options, but that's when you start saying, shit, I got to get my resume together. I got to think about maybe looking for a new job because I could be next. It's just bad for morale. It's even more than just the cut. It's just bad for everyone around. Everyone around them is going to be tighter and feeling like, oh my gosh, if one thing, I could be just gone. Like they have no loyalty to me whatsoever. There's no equity being built. This guy built equity in the company for 20 something years and they just let him go at the drop of a hat. What's going to happen to me?
Wrong. Like, he didn't make anyone mad backstage. He didn't botch anything. He did nothing wrong.
Did everything
Bro,
right.
I always say this, and brothers be thinking I'm playing. And BRS, I want to get your thoughts on this, but I think the Saudis should have bought this because they actually love wrestling. They actually will throw as much money towards getting their dream match and setting it up because they just love wrestling, truly and honestly love wrestling. So
I think
I
they're
always say
still
the
in the
Saudis
plan of
should have
buying it.
bought this shit instead of TKO.
I think
Bro,
they're
you know
still
what?
looking to buy it.
I was really upset when I heard the Saudis were going to buy it. If I could rewind time, I would have had the Saudis buy it. Honestly, I really would have. I was really upset thinking like, oh,
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
because
oh
they got a
man,
lot of backward shit going on. The women
yeah.
have to the women can't show their skin, this and that, whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
But
I gotta
their
tell you,
love
man.
for wrestling is just true. Like they will spend all their money to set up Goldberg versus Undertaker well past their prime because they just want to see that shit.
If
Oh,
they get a
exactly.
WrestleMania, oh my God.
They would have thrown Brock $1 million an appearance. What do you say? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we would have had so many fun old school things going on
yeah.
that,
So many old
like,
school wrestlers would have came back just because they wanted to see them.
Listen,
Like,
they would have gave Dwayne 10 million gold bars and a pyramid to fight Roman last year. You understand? It would have
oh
happened
my God.
Pyramid's crazy.
badly. I'm
yeah, bro, I
talking
swear.
moved mountains for him to fight on that
Nigga
show.
would have had
Fact.
his own section in
His own
Saudi.
Speaking
oil
of
field. Yeah. Like,
WWE,
whatever you want. Like, yeah. I mean,
hey,
yeah,
have y'all noticed this lately about WWE? Anytime AEW has a big event, WWE try to schedule something the exact same day.
Mm-hmm. Boy, yeah, we talked about this maybe 2 weeks ago in the chat. Matter of fact, I
Like,
said
it's disgusting.
it really is. I'm not gonna lie. Like
It's
I
kind
get
of
it.
yeah.
I get it. Like we trying to make this the Monday Night Wars. I know we not starting the show with this. Hold on, my bad. The Monday Night Raw is on, by the way. But I think they about to start with the triple threat match, CM Punk and them. But
Oh shit.
How do I start with? No,
No,
Mom.
I think he about to talk. You're not even in wrestling gear.
yeah, he just about to talk. But damn, what was I saying? I forgot that fast.
Yeah, like they AEW started that little Worlds Collide stuff, the Mexican organization.
Oh yeah,
WWE does it with the rival Mexican organization.
Had NXT the same had Battleground the same day as Double or Nothing. I mean, it worked for me because I got 2 great wrestling shows, so I wasn't mad at that.
They even trying to put a WrestleMania in London.
Yep. They trying to book a show a week before AEW do a small little residency at the little ECW arena. I see what's going on, man. I see what's going on. It's getting real petty, man. It's getting real petty.
For nothing.
yeah, TKO
We
is
already
pathetic.
last a lot of little post scrum things like that WWE wasn't even doing until AEW blew it up.
Facts. They was
Is
not doing
CM
that
Punk in the
post show
ring?
shit.
Is Punk
Yeah,
doing a
Yeah,
promo? So
yeah.
he
he
might be.
better get interrupted by Cross, because we know there's no other formula than promo interruption. So who's going to interrupt? I hope it's Cross.
Americano.
Right, it's gonna be
So they're
Americano,
just going to have the three guys in the match come out. All right, so
pretty much.
standard. I'd like to see a Cross come out once the other three are in the ring.
I'm
The
with
other
you on
two, I
some
mean.
like almost
Yeah.
on some like some Daniel Bryan shit. Like we gonna hijack the show. Like this show will not continue unless y'all add me to that match. That's just what it is. Like that's the angle I would take if I was them with Karrion Cross. But at this point,
By the way,
who's to
guys,
say we won't find out he get cut tomorrow?
I know you were talking about SmackDown. I was so mad that Andrade won. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but like, you can, honestly, if you said which wrestler has the least connection with the audience and fan base of any wrestler in the entire company, I'd probably say Andrade. If he's not number one, he's easily a top three. Easily. I mean, does anyone give a shit when he comes out, when he does anything, when he wins? Does he say anything that gets the crowd excited? Does he?
The last
He does
time,
not
Here's the
do
thing with
the
anything.
last
Andrade.
time we cared about Andrade
No,
was his feud with Melo,
here's the thing with Andrade.
and that was like 6 months ago.
His best
I
like
can't
things that
believe.
he do is in this upcoming like Money in the Bank ladder match. Like he shines and he doesn't win, but he damn near steals the show with some moves that he does. So it's
Yeah, he'll
almost
do
like a
some moves.
fiction. He
I
has to
agree.
be in
I
there.
mean, but I just thought that's what we have Penta in that match for. You know, we already have Penta in that match. So does Andrade add anything marketably different? I just think that if you want to make
Not
Mello into
markedly
something
different.
important, you include him in a marquee match like that as one of six people. I don't know. I was just mad.
I had Melo win it, just to be perfectly honest, just so he can build momentum of being Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner.
What a garbage
It's
prize they gave Mello. Boy.
it's like as though we pretty much forgot that he won that. They gave him a stupid necklace.
The Andre the Giant chain.
Yeah, like what?
So since we talking about Money in the Bank, I threw this out there. I just want to see how y'all feel. Do y'all get the sense? Because I feel like it's just me. But do y'all get the sense that they about to do the exact same thing they did last year with the Money in the Bank, where we're gonna waste it on this CM Punk and Seth Rollins feud? Y'all think it's headed in this direction?
I don't
Nah,
know,
I think
man. I
Rollins is going
hope
to win
not.
it and cash in a big time. And I think I think it's Rollins and Naomi, but I do think Rollins is going to hold it for like a sneaky strategy spot. Maybe Punk will ruin it, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be in a match that Punk's in. You know what I mean? But
You know what's crazy? I got the complete opposite. I got Seth Rollins winning Saturday. Monday we getting right to the cash in. I feel like we getting
Yeah,
right to it.
because
I got
that set
Bronson
up.
Reed. I got Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
I can get this off easily,
because that
actually.
set up
really?
with the title match right after. It's like it's almost fishy.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're saying the Gunther Jey Uso
Gunther and
match.
Jay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes. That's how you don't disgrace Jay or Gunther. I forgot about that. Yes. So Jay doesn't even really have to. I mean, look, you could just have Seth come in. I mean, there's no shame in getting cashed in on. You weren't prepared for it. You don't look like a loser. But yeah, I agree with you. That'll be the end of Jey Uso, and that'll
yeah.
be it.
No one ever looks bad getting cashed in on.
No, they
Now
don't.
here's the only other part of this, right? Because I promise I've been thinking about this all day. Now the only other part of that is I do got him cashing in, right?
Uh
But
huh.
who's not to say that because at Money in the Bank, this is just how I'm thinking. CM Punk wins this match tonight, gets it to Money in the Bank, right? Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed cost him at Money in the Bank. Like they whoop his ass. He can't win, so Seth wins. Seth comes out to cash in on Jade that Monday, and CM Punk does the thing he did with Drew. He's gonna cost him the match, and that's how they gonna get that third match between these two brothers, man. I think
Nico,
that's what it's at.
Nico, you could be very right. And if they do that, they have zero creativity. Because like you said, it's like what Vince said to us about the Judgment Day. Like, oh, now Liv is doing the same thing to Rosie Perez that Rhea Ripley, that she did to Rhea Ripley or whatever it was. It's the same story. It's going to be the
Call her
same
Rosie
story with the
Perez.
I know,
cash-in
right?
too.
I caught that.
It's going to be the same cash-in 2 years in a row. I wouldn't be surprised. They have no creativity.
Yeah, I swear I thought about that all day, man. I'm like, damn, I kind of see where it's headed. I hope it don't go that way, because then that would be like, damn. It's like I saw that from a mile away, so I'm sure somebody else saw that from a mile away. It's like, come on,
They
man.
can't waste that Money in the Bank this year.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think they
hope not.
are. With Rollins, the
I
way
hope not.
Rollins set up, he's gonna get the title.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I don't know why he don't have
And
the
Punk
day
is in
title.
there to be Punk will be in there to be the decoy. Like, oh, maybe Punk could win and Rollins won't. Nah.
Now, in an alternate universe, right? This is something. Tell you, I've been thinking about this all day. Alternate universe. Punk ends up winning the Money in the Bank match, right? And he holds on to the briefcase until Saturday night's main event in December, Boston, Massachusetts. We pull off the heist of the century, Soda. We're gonna take the belt off the last real champion.
That's fire.
I'm not mad at it.
I
If I'm
mean,
them, that's the route. I feel like that's the route you should take if I'm them.
doesn't that make Cody look bad? Like, oh, he couldn't get it back and Punk got it and Cody's now the big loser. I don't think they would do that to Cody.
Heel turn.
That too, yeah.
Heel turn
That too.
Cody. That'll drive Cody to turn heel.
Like, and then remember we did get that promo between Punk and Cody too. We say I'm not like everybody else. I'm not gonna stab you in the back. I'm telling you straight up, like I'm coming for the title type of thing. So I think maybe they're gonna play off of that too. But I kind of do agree with you though. It kind of do make Cody look a little crazy if he don't win back the title by December. But who knows? Again, I don't know anything with this company at this point. Like we got Slim Jim logos on the tables underneath the match. I don't know what's going on now.
Slim Jims.
Yeah,
On the tables is crazy though.
What's going on in this what are they just doing a promo and they're all saying how they're going to win the match? They're going to win the match and that's it.
It looks like it.
It's just
Sammy
fucking
and
Sammy at this
Punk.
point, man.
It looks like that's what he's saying.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm expecting Rollins music to hit any second. So that's what it is. I think Sammy pretty much telling CM Punk like you got to go win the Money in the Bank and all of that.
You guys want Vince Russo back on Wednesday for the real show, for the longer one, the later one?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not, man?
If you want to,
I'm here for it.
When are you doing it? Wednesday or Thursday?
Wait, this real? Wait, hold on. What?
You said what?
What?
Now I just read something. They said that Miz contract expires in July. He filed WWE.
Oh yeah. That's a thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. They talk about how they said Gunther deleted all his WWE posts and shit like that too, man. I don't know what's going
He's
on
probably
out
just
there.
mad as hell. Like, what is y'all
That's what I
doing?
think it is too. A lot of them just mad about this shit. Like, dog, what's up? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, they trying to stand up.
That's what I was
Yeah,
going
but
to
if they
say.
don't extend Miz contract, like that's
That's
crazy
another one.
too.
You feel
I
me?
ain't
Yeah,
gonna hold you.
that's another one. Like, come on, how do you get rid of the Miz? Like, how? But
I
Wait,
think
along the
what?
same line,
we're doing a show Wednesday or what tomorrow.
we could do Wednesday if y'all
You
want.
do Wednesday.
If that way we could wait for NXT tomorrow too.
Yeah, just let
But we
me
could do
know in
Wednesday.
advance like what time the show is gonna be, so I don't miss it.
I
Well,
got
when
you.
does DRS? When does Vince wanna like
So
come
he's
on?
on Mountain Time. He's in like Denver. So
Oh,
he
okay.
normally is like 2 hours behind us. So like he likes to do like later,
Right.
I could ask him, I mean, last week I think it was Thursday though. I don't think it was Wednesday. I think we did it Thursday.
Yeah, I think
I never
because
remember.
I think we might have missed the show and then we just did a different day.
Yeah, because I think we were supposed to do it the day before, but everybody was busy.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll ask him if he could do Wednesday at like, the same thing, like 10:15 or 10:30 our time.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
Unless
Cool
it's a
with me.
Vince Russo overload, like it's too much. Like, I don't know.
No,
Oh
that's
no, that's
cool.
cool with me, man. Like he came up here
Vince
and pretty much
Russo
said
got so
everything
much.
we've been saying,
I didn't
man.
even ask him all the things I wanted to ask him, so I still got more questions for sure. So.
And I do want Cash to be on for the next one because Cash is a huge WCW guy, so I feel like Cash would be good for that part.
Yeah, I got some things to say to old Vince.
Like so,
Like,
what
I
happened
want
with
to
you
get in.
and
I want to get into the WC what's my dog name? Dennis Rodman and all of that. I want to get into that. I want to get deep.
David Arquette winning the title.
Oh, okay. So along the same lines, right before we did this too, they what is she calling herself? Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade, dropped an interview with Ariel Helwani, where pretty much she's detailing her time in NXT, saying how there's she was dealing with a lot of stuff. She had to take a lot of backstage criticism and name calling and body shaming and stuff like that.
How you gonna shame my body?
I don't know. What was the term?
Saying.
What was the term? So she said, and I'm not trying to be funny. This is literally what she said. She said somebody pretty much told her that she looks like she couldn't crack an egg. That's what she said.
That was crazy.
That's a crazy bar.
That is a crazy bar.
What?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What does that mean?
And then she said she dealt with an issue where she had she tried to keep it personal, so she didn't tell anybody. But she had like a pregnancy, and it pretty much almost ended up with her bleeding out and dying. So she had to go have like immediate surgery. And
yeah, you know she was with Brian Barker for a cool minute.
Yeah, I think she was. Yeah. So
no, that was facts. They broke up.
Mm-mm. But yeah, man, just
I just searched Miz. Like, if people are literally saying, like, if you released Miz after R-Truth, I'm done with the product forever. Like, I've seen like 15 things in like 20 seconds where people are saying, like, if you release him too, like, you have no loyalty. I'm done with you forever. TKO. Like, literally, like, they're just pissing people off at this point. Yeah, honestly,
it's just
what is Pete Dunne doing? Why is Pete Dunne still on the roster? Right? Because you know why he's one of the black and gold NXT favorites, the NXT favorite of Triple H.
Definitely a Triple H.
Just like fucking
what's the other dude name? What's his partner too?
Tyler Bate. Let's get to Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate, what is he doing?
Right.
I mean, we're really releasing R-Truth and keeping these people?
Yeah. And Maxine, like shout out to Maxine, but what does she do? She don't do nothing.
Useless.
And to me, the only reason they're keeping Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate around is because they're trying to revive NXT UK. So that can be the only reason to me.
Yeah, but they're like not even close to like they're probably like a year off.
That's what I'm saying. So I just don't understand, man.
But I mean, how many UK guys do they have? They probably got to keep them if they want to like give us some validation.
See, now I feel bad because I definitely had R-Truth on like my original list of people to get fired, but I didn't think that would actually happen though.
See, man.
But R-Truth would have been the cherry on the top of the Cena face turn back. Really.
Right.
Just that end hug.
Itself, yeah.
You know, just like once he's good again and everyone's happy and he's about to leave forever, you know, one of the last things you could do is have the R-Truth hug. Everyone's fucking happy. Big smiles on everyone's faces. You know, like just, it would have been perfect. They're so stupid, man. What a stupid company.
They could have at least waited for John Cena's retirement to, like, it's so stupid.
Like Russo said the other day, man, just like you just said it, man. Like some of this stuff just writes itself, and it's like people just overthinking and doing too much. Like if you just sit down and look at what you got, I promise you. So I talk to y'all every week. I talk to y'all every day, really, but just uphill. I talk to y'all every week. If I put 3 of y'all in the creative room with Triple H and them, I can guarantee y'all come up with 10 things better than anybody else in the room. And that's just off of y'all watch us every week.
Off logic.
If Triple H joined the States with us, we could rate the damn show with him for the whole week.
What'd you say, BRs?
We could write the whole show with him. If he joined the space for 2 hours, we could write the entire show. All of us, all 7, 8 of us.
Yeah.
We could just say, here's what you can do with this, here's what you do with that, here's what you do. And it would be way better than what you're seeing on television right now. Guaranteed.
Way better.
Way better. By the way, did they just do nothing in this segment? They just had the 3 people in the match come out and say, oh, we'll see you later, we'll be in the main event, sort of thing?
Yeah, I guess
it was
so,
just
yeah.
Sammy and Punk, really. It was just Sammy and Punk, pretty much, setting up the main event.
What a waste of fucking time.
And then now I think they're about to do the other Money in the Bank qualifier match.
For the women?
Yeah.
Stephanie, Liv, and Ivy.
Yep.
Well, I got Ivy Nile. I'm just kidding.
Hey, it might be. Andrade won the last match.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah,
Andrade
right.
lost the match, man. So I got Ivy.
Now I could be tripping, but wasn't she in the last Money in the Bank match? Like I feel like her and Zoe had like one of the bigger
Yeah.
spots in the match,
Ivy, yeah.
so it might not be out of the realm, low key. I got
Big
Steph, man. Y'all know what's
Stephanie,
going on. We're
man.
not even gonna play games.
Yeah,
We
man.
Yeah.
not
Come
gonna.
on, man. Big
Of
Like,
Steph.
course
we got
they're
the
putting
call up
stuff.
for a reason, man. We know what's going on. But that's interesting too, though. They're
And
gonna have her win, but what they gonna do with this Liv situation?
they're gonna have her fight
Oh
Roxanne
yeah,
Perez. Oh no, they already put her in too.
yeah.
They already put
That's what
her
they're
in
gonna
too.
do.
I forgot.
Yeah, Liv and they gonna get to that. Liv the tag team,
Yeah, it'll just
and
be
then
a
those
match.
tag team
It'll just be a
championships, like
stupid match.
them stupid tag team championships. They don't even defend them. They just when the last time they
Well, guys,
fought.
you know what? Wait, guys, don't they have Vaquer on the show earlier that day? The World's Forgotten or Worlds Collide, whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
she's
She's on
yeah
that, right?
She
with
is. Yep.
So you mean to tell me they're going to have her in a huge spot in that match, and then immediately have her think about all the coordination that takes place into a Money in the Bank match too on the same day? I don't think that's possible. I
Watch
think
Chad
Liv's going to
Gable ain't
win.
winning.
They Liv.
Because they got him fighting old boy who had just beat Alberto Del Rio, whatever his name is now. Alberto
Alberto Del
Beltran,
Rio is
something like
crazy.
that.
Beltron. Oh yeah.
No, that's
Vikingo.
his.
Oh
That
yeah,
was his WWE name.
But yeah, they just have Vikingo beat him for the title so that he could face Chad
Yeah.
Gable for the championship on Sunday. Like it's like, what are we
So
doing?
Chad's not winning tonight.
well they got
Like, that's what I'm saying, right? I said this last week because you know what? Now that y'all said this, we did do this Thursday. Cash wasn't here, but I said this the other day. Cash, like they had Chad Gable in one match last week. Now they got El Grande Americano in a match this week, and you telling me Karrion Kross couldn't get it? I'm not even advocating for Kross to win either match, but he couldn't have been in
Right, Gable
either
got him
match.
too. Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy to me. Like, but we got a guy that's already advertised for another event in 2 matches. That shit is crazy to me.
Yo, if we all sat in a room and was able to interrogate or pick Triple H's brain and say this simple question: why isn't he on television? I'm 100% sure, not 99.9. I'm 100% sure that his answer would piss me off
Absolutely.
to be like it's
because
the
it doesn't make any sense.
business.
Why he would? There's no good answer that he could give me.
Trav, do you remember what Vince Russo said on why he's not on television when we asked him last week?
Yep, and you know what? I feel like his point. For people that if anybody didn't hear that's listening to this, Vince Russo basically said that Paul is he has an issue with people that are more creative than him. So he runs from creative ideas from people that have that naturally in their character. So that could be a huge reason why Karrion Kross isn't on TV. So that the crazy thing about that is that would sound outlandish to me, but it doesn't because there's no good reason why he's not on television. So that makes me feel like that is 100% true. He steers away from creative people so it's like a parasite in the host. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't have somebody that's more creative than him. He has to if he feels like like there's someone more creative, it's like a threat to his job. You feel me? Like so he'll go away from that. Like nah, I can't do that shit. So he'll go to something that he can control. Where it's like, all right, you're not creative, so I can just write this bullshit story and you'll just go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? So it makes no sense why Karrion Kross isn't on TV, bro. Like if he was on TV right now, one segment. This is what I learned about wrestling. Even one great segment could make the night that much better. The night could be ass. You have an amazing segment. People are like, oh, well, tonight wasn't that bad. Oh, this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all the nights that we had with the Bloodline and how the rest of the SmackDown really was okay. But because of that Bloodline segment, the morale after watching SmackDown in most nights was like, oh, shit. Like, it was a good little episode because there was always a fire segment or fire storyline to follow every week. Progression. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. It's weird that he doesn't he won't put this guy on TV, bro.
Nah, this can't be real.
What?
I don't even want. Oh. So Ron Killings has OnlyFans.
Man, get that shit the fuck out of here, man.
Come on, man.
No, I'm serious.
All right, man. Well, look, man. Like, shout out.
Salute to
Selling
that
feet
brother.
pics.
Come on, man. What? Stop it, man.
Y'all think I'm joking? Like, what? No. Look.
Well, at least he got a plan.
You got a backup plan. Oh shit.
But nah, man, that was pretty much all I had for brothers today. Unless we got some other news. I can't really think of nothing though, because I've been looking at shit all day.
Nah, just these crazy, expiring contracts.
Okay, that's what Punk said during his we'll cover this next episode, of course, but he alluded to the Summer of Punk thing in his promo he just gave. So yeah, I see what's going on. I see what's going on.
We'll see if he win, it'll be interesting. But I have a feeling he's not gonna win.
Yeah,
Because it's too much Rollins. Like it's too much around.
I think today is also the anniversary of the Shield breaking up, actually. So there's that. It's also happy birthday to AJ Styles and the new NXT Women's Champion JC Jane. And yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I want to send a salute to the brother Quiz, man. Just keep him in y'all prayers. That's all I'll say, man.
What you got going on?
Hey, man. Listen, I'm not even trolling this week, man. Just keep him in y'all prayers, man.
Alright.
Other than that, brother Tommy usually closes us out, but he's at work, so salute to brother Tommy. Go ahead, Scooter. You get the sponsors off, man. Go ahead.
All right. So this episode was sponsored by Black Girl Magic, as always. Shout out to the women giving one of the best storylines on SmackDown. Also, from the Kayfabe Mark show, we all want to tell Paul Levesque, get your shit together, brother. Please. Cause you wildin'.
Right.
One more thing.
That's why we call Triple H up and y'all need to get back together and do this right. Cause Paul, you tripping. I don't know where Triple H is, but you need to find him.
And one last thing real quick. Fury fears cash.
Fury, pull up, man.
He won't.
Fury, pull up, man. It's
He
time,
won't.
man. Come on, man. Stop ducking, man.
The man called me out to a game of college football 26, and I'm like, nigga, we never played 25.
Told you, man. I don't
He
know
said,
where the brother from or where he live.
He's Swedish.
It ain't outside. He's Swedish. It's funny.
He's a bot. He doesn't go outside.
Nigga do trading for 24 hours straight. Like, stop it, bro.
The man watches reruns of Terry Funk matches. 1974. He's 68 years old, man. That's not an exaggeration. That's his actual age.
But yeah, man, y'all see this is the SmackDown. This is the SmackDown recap. So usually I end the show with, good brother MJF over in AEW. But I incorporated these new things at the end of our shows now. So being that this is SmackDown, Big Blood, Jacob Fatu, man. Take us out of here, brother.
I'm on gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that notification bell to stay alerted.